Schoen picks up, and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here.
Can Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlinger Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Lutz.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
Let's subscribe ULTI.TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of ULTI.TV.
Regardez ULTI.TV. Deviens un membre d'ULTI.TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Stop ULTI.TV. Dale y roginkime Ultimate Vendromene.
Si quieres ayudar a ULTI.TV, puedes ser miembro de ULTI.TV.
Everyone, follow ULTI.TV on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love Frisbee, just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på ULTI.TV.
Became member
of ULTI.TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec ULTI.TV.
Like and subscribe. ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
with thousands of hours of experience.
and our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
We work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and news stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future, and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Right now,
He's going to have to bid. Just a football.
Huge layout block. Unbelievable stuff on the front corner of the end.
Maybe just that boost of energy they needed. Huge swing pass and a great grab there from Spear.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. ULTI.TV.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and fund our work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam. ULTI.TV. ULTI.net.
Enjoying the show? Show your support for the live stream and the people making the show. Buy a super chat or super sticker on YouTube directly. Select your donation and type your message to the world. And share. All donations go into directly funding new shows. Buy a super sticker or super chat now. Thank you.
Help Electric, become a member.
Welcome back to the European Ultimate Indoor Championships 2022, and we have women's semi-final action. The Netherlands on offense against Lithuania, and a big poach off to start us. Paula Bosch throwing into the path of Floor Kullarts. Big one over the top, but it's poached off. The block comes for Lithuania. They brought some of their home crowd to cheer them on here. Slamaite. Buses now. Michael Slamaite had a hecking game this morning. Goes for the break. Barbora Kundalita with the goal. The captain takes first blood in this match. And of course the Lithuanians do have the pedigree here. Pretty much solely represented, in fact, exactly solely represented by DTS, the club team formerly known as Drop That Smile. They've gone a bit more ambiguous these days, decided to be, maybe Drop the Smile was the young name of their club, and now it should advance forward into the new ages in a very new age way. Ambiguous, a three-letter acronym that could stand for anything, but at the moment it stands for coming out of the blocks and getting the first break of the game. But we know the Dutch like those overheads. That lefty hammer coming out of Sarah Sparks. Close for Kullarts. She's going to put the scuba into the paths of Justine van der Merlen, and the Dutch celebrate it with aplomb. So we knew that it was going to be a tight match, this one. First score in the hands of the Lithuanians. They're going to come out on offense in the second half, starting this match on D, which means the Dutch are really going to have to work hard to make sure they get a break in. Otherwise, this could be taken away quite quickly. Slamaite, upline. Bikvachuta. Just keeping things patient, nice and easy. Petravaita. Buses with no mark. Happy to just take the patience as the Dutch sag into their poachy end zone defensive set. Second recatch effort for Kundalita. Nearly breaks the heart of the fans in the stands behind us. Slamaite. Easy flat backhand for the goal. It's only a hole, but it's celebrated in style. This is going to be all about the energy in this game. The Lithuanians starting to bring out their chants for the first time this championship, really. They've made noise, they made some noise this morning, but it is high octane stuff. See on your screen there, ready for the pull. Kamil Resnikaite, the player who got that first block to start this game. The Dutch making it a little bit too obvious perhaps. Wolrab fakes the deep shot, Kalert's coming under. Sparks racing down pitch. Boss fakes the hammer off. Big swing backwards. Well kept by Tenkata. Hammer to Kalert's. Wolrab, oh no, there's Van der Meulen even in the backspace, and that is good for the Dutch. They ignore what happened at the very beginning of the game and just start to cruise. This, of course, our first of two semi-finals. We'll be getting on the other side of the bracket, because, of course, the design of this format is partly aimed at making sure that teams that meet each other in the pool stages cannot knock each other out of the championship. So we have Lithuania and the Netherlands yet to face each other in this championship. No rematches here. Bassos finds Slamaita. Petrovaita now. Blading it straight to Bassos, which curiously the Dutch seem to keep not marking, even though she's one of the most devastating players on this Lithuanian side. It's Donata Bassos. But of course the Dutch just playing their system. Petrovaita with the blade straight to the front centre of the end zone. Nice footwork from Bassos. 3-2 to Lithuania. And if you are watching live with us for this game, of course you've got 3 streams to choose or not choose from. Why not watch all of them simultaneously? If you've got that many devices, maybe borrow one from a friend. A laptop, a TV, your phone. If you're lucky enough to have all that technology at your hands, you can watch all 3 divisions. But this is going to be a heck of a game. And if you're with us, do give us a shout in the comments. Boss. Kalort says calm it down, doesn't want the disc from Van der Meulen. Hustling across for Kalorts with the goal! And a good response again from the Netherlands. After that little moment of faltering in the early stages, that first opening point where Lithuania took that break, it's just been trading out. But these two teams might be a little bit nervous. Lithuania haven't faced a loss yet, so they are the favourites coming into this, as we say, with the pedigree of having won the club championships as DTS back in 2020, the last one before the pandemic. What a poll, by the way. Yesterday the women's division was in a much roomier venue, and that's a beautiful shot deep, but in front. Leininger gets the turnover. No opportunity for Kundalita to make a play on that whatsoever. I still chuck it in hope after some great match defense. So, Annick Leininger finds her sister on the far side. Twin sister, in fact. No, you're not seeing double. There are 2 of them. Underneath is kept well. Hufnagels puts it back. Leininger asking for some space, bit more discipline. Blade over the top. Hufnagels. Hustalop. Happy to take these poaches and slowly nibble their way towards the end zone. Leininger. Lustalot is available. Throwing it over the top. Great hustle. Hoofnagels. Oh, nearly the opportunity there, but good holster, but throws it all away. The missed opportunity to get us back on serve for the Netherlands. Schlemaite picks up. Easy find across the pitch. Both teams not really giving much pressure to the resets. Schlemaite looking around, striking up the line. Kundalita in the back space, but this is good. End zone defense. Mustela Knapp gets the block, a second opportunity for the Dutch. This has been a very clean game thus far. It's our first point with multiple turnovers. Lining her. Puts it back. Two twin sisters connecting, then the goal comes. We are back on serve. Kundalita knows she's been beaten, puts the hand up to signal to the rest of her team. A little bit of nerves in that point. But 4-3 to the Netherlands. So talking about the fact that the Dutch have taken a loss, it was a tight one against the Swedes, 14-13 yesterday. The shape of that game was very interesting indeed. You can watch all of these women's division games back. Brought you every single game. A long day yesterday, long day today. But that one was all about that comeback in the second half. This one just seemed to be a game of inches, and that's a lovely backhand pass. Easy does it into the path of Camille Resnekaite. Rutegevelite also. There's a lot of similar sounding surnames. I'm getting my lips around the itas for these Lithuanians, who've put on a fantastic tournament, as we knew they would. This is, of course, the third asking of the European Ultimate Indoor Championships. Initially, it was supposed to be 2020, then supposed to be in March of this year, then got pushed back to now. But we're here, and that's the important thing. Tenkate available on the far side. Makes herself known, opens up Van der Meulen. Not too much action downfield, but these big swings working out well. Nearly steals the disc away from Floorke Lutz. Kundalita coming up empty-handed, but that's what you've got to do. You've got to stay close. Stay where you can. Just breathe down the neck of your opposition. Make them think twice. And Sarah Sparks collecting her a rare goal, usually on the other side of those. In fact, coming into this game, 0 goals. So gets her first goal of the tournament. Of course, has got 8 assists thus far. Stats leader for the Dutch, though, of course, it's the number 11, Floorke Lutz, the household name. Hasn't always had the most success, but a fantastic player to watch. Schlemaite fires in the centre of the pitch. It's nice patient stuff from the Lithuanians. Machin Skinner lofts up a nice easy backhand. Schlemaite again. Good attack from Mitkevichuta. Gedvelaite. Petrovaite thinking about that cheeky scuba over the top of the pack, but a lot of traffic around her. Blading and giving and going. These DTS players know each other so well. Oh, and there comes the exploitative pass. Ada Mitkevichuta with the goal. And we're levelled back up at 5s. Everything still on serve. And whereas the Dutch fans are elsewhere, the Lithuanian team have come across. I believe that's one of their 2 open teams. If I can remember what's going on in the open division. Indeed, 2 Lithuanian teams and also 2 Latvian teams. Of course, Latvia just over the border to the north of us. They were bragging yesterday about how they only had to drive here. Which of course is much more eco-friendly. Fantastic blading over the top from the Dutch. Kalerts with the attack. Pops back to Bas. Surveying the pitch. Sparks. The zone choice really nullifying that difference maker that Sparks was. So the traditional force indoors, the lefty handlers can cause all sorts of interesting situations. Bas attacking the front corner, not seen by Kalerts. Sparks happy to be patient as well. Just playing a bit of catch, but the number of passes is starting to increase. The frustration might start to creep in for the Dutch. This is what the zone is designed to do, make you throw curious options. Kalerts on the front line, finds Van der Merlen, and nothing Kundelita can do without going against those non-contact rules. So the Netherlands maintain their advantage from starting this game on offense. But of course, that first break did come. Matches Skinner. Gedvelaite on the bounce. There was separation for that upline pass, but it's far too important. You have to take the shots that you think are 100% if you can. Nothing 50-50. And of course, that clampy style of defense puts the pressure on. It's going to be a foul called. Not sure by who. A strangely late call. Seems to be happy to... Not sure who's calling the foul at the moment. If it was on the throw or the reception. If it's on the reception, it's curiously late. It did seem that initially Mitka Vachuta had sort of gone off and wanted to go play defence. Seemed it was a fair fight. We'll let the players on the pitch discuss. So no call, and it's going to be a turnover will stand. So the Netherlands with an opportunity to extend their lead in advance, but it's a great block. Monica Schlemaiter getting the better of Annick Leininger. Lots of love for the Dutch in the chat on the live stream. Let us know where you're tuning in from, who you're supporting. We can hear the Lithuanian fans. But a missed opportunity for the Dutch defence. A high pass. Well kept by Mikovichuta. Gedvelaita now looking around for options. Oh. Schlemaita had to keep a hold of that one. Chooses the around break flick. In the end, simplicity wins the day. Lithuania level us back up 6 apiece. Of course, the game format here is that we are playing to 9 for half. And of course, at that stage, the Lithuanians will come out on offense. They took the first point in this game, but we are even for breaks. The advantage by winning the toss is if this one is absolutely even Stevens, it will be the Dutch advancing through to the final. Of course, this is the first of our 2 semi-finals here in KAUSTA. Just swinging across to the far side. Hammer to Sparks. Busus hungry for blocks. Lithuanians playing zone. Haven't seen too much zone. It's largely been match coverage. Oh, sneaky one. Just sailing over the fingertips of Buchanaita. Slightly low lefty hammer from Sarah Sparks. Thinks about it. Happy to take the poachers. Tenkata available. This is a slightly hesitant zone offense. Double loading the 2-person close handler marks, if you will. A 2-2-1. Backing the ability for Kundalita to make up any shots that go well into the deep space. Lots of fakes, lefty, offhand, backhand. We love to see it. It's got to be mindful of the feet on that far sideline. There was a team that played zone against the Dutch. And Hustenok came slightly undone by not thinking about where she was with her feet, trying to extend and expand the space around the handler mark set. Slightly lofty to Tenkata. Doesn't turn around quick enough to see if Janda Mullen is an option. Tenkata available for the blade swing if they would like her. Acres of room. You could almost lead a pass with a hammer if you were feisty. But it's going to be an easy blade. Busus coming right in, leaving Kolorts available. 2 handlers on the far side. Tenkata is there. But it's just the easy ones. They don't have to rush it. Easy, happy to take their time. Tenkata right there in the pocket. Cheeky over the top, lefty scuba, but she drops it. Oh, and you can see the dismay on Justine van der Meulen's face right underneath the Lithuanian fans on that balcony. Time to play out of your skin defense if you're a fan of orange. Busus, meters to go, but there's a miscommunication. Tries to hit Kundalita on the break side. This is not a great day at the office for Barbora Kundalita. One of the premier European athletes selected in 2019 for the Eurostar squad. Captain of DTS and this Lithuanian squad. But a very adventurous overhead comes unglued for the Netherlands. Kundalita anchoring at the back now. Petrskaita going to hit that line. Fades away. It's the battle of the zones. Nice find to Petrskaita with that inside backhand. Floating it now. Shot over the top available. Boss communicates about it. It's the front corner. And there we have it. The Lithuanians get their second break of this game as we approach half. Of course, that points cap half 9 There's no timed half in these 42-minute games. So Lithuania cruising through the pack to get themselves to this women's semi-final. Points capped everybody other than Denmark, who they met in the pool stages, their second game yesterday. Biggest scoreline margins jointly from Poland and Lithuania, and the Ukraine and Lithuania. Van der Meulen is going to be overshot. That nearly bounced back out and through the hoop, but not the right shape on that throw from Boss. They normally execute much better than that. One of the elite throwers in the women's division. And you can see her body language not quite happy with this. Kamil Resnikaite nearly throws a poachable inside backhand. Ada hitting the line. Big lofty one to Schlamaite. Blades are plenty. Nearly hits in the face of Mikovijuta. Oh, and there we go. Huge layout attempt from Justine van der Meulen. Gives a little kiss to the pillar, covered in foam, and the Netherlands take a timeout. Unsurprisingly, 8-6 the score. Lithuania 1 away from taking the half. And just a moment for the Dutch to have a think. 3 on the bounce for their opponents, which means they lead by 2 breaks. And always so even Stevens. The Lithuanians seem to have done something to give the Dutch a good shake. Lots of love in the chat for the Dutch. Presumably because most of the Lithuanian fans are either playing Frisbee or perhaps here, I don't know. But let us know. And of course, if you're enjoying our coverage here, we have 3 concurrent streams. YouTube.com/ULTI.TV. If you want to help us bring more Ultimate to your viewing pleasure live and on demand for absolutely €0, 0 cents, £0, $0, then please do consider becoming a patron, which I know costs actual money. But if you do that, it means it's free to view, which means the sport can grow. And we can eventually get some big, juicy sponsorship deals and do cool things. So that's what we want to use the budget for. So, Boss finds Kolartz on the far side. Tenkate absolutely rinses her mark. Streaking through is the attempt from Justa Butchernaite, but oh my lord. Franka Tenkate leaving the mark for dust. Even the poach off can't stop her. And a little spike afterwards. So the Dutch with the hold to keep the half alive. Now it's about trying to level it back up. Lithuania stand 2 breaks ahead and will come out on offense to start the second half. The ball hits something, not quite sure exactly what. I think the top pilasters. Actually, they certainly are not pilasters. They're just made out of plaster. I don't know, painted struts. There you go. So Lithuania looking to close out this first half and really consolidate on their current advantage. eyes on medal matches, but will it be for gold or bronze? One over the top. Oh, Leininger gets the block. Throws herself on the floor and clutches her knee. Well, when you need a block in a semi-final game, that is when you throw yourself around the pitch. Consoled by her twin sister, and immediately the numbing spray is going to be applied to that right knee. She seemed to just clatter straight onto the floor, losing her footing. Thank you so much to all of our medical team at these venues. You can see that always such a difficult part of any sport when you have injuries that occur on the pitch. Hopefully lining up. Be able to get some good pain meds on board. So slider off the pitch. I don't think there has been any call made in terms of the turnover that she earned by throwing her body on the line, not standing. Just clutching that knee there. Now we can see the back. Annick Leininger, her twin sister above her. Leininger will leave the venue and go seek medical attention. Can't question her commitment. So we will find out now. It looked like a relatively clean block in terms of getting the turnover, which was so desperately needed in the stages of this semi-final. Now, teammates and opponents just have to find a way to, in the words of Taylor Swift, shake it off. Bring their heads and their focus back to this match. Time has stopped. 13 minutes remaining. Unusual to happen, but of course with such short games. And the turnover looks like it is going to stand. Paula Bus will come on. Well, it's a fantastic block. You can see the emotion on the athletes' faces. The GB cheering squad up here in the balcony with completely bipartisan views, cheering all the athletes on the field. Bus finds Kalertz. The other twin sister hustles up pitch. Hurfnagel's on the line. Stall count starting to rise. Van der Meulen just about squeaking it, not quite in bounds in the end zone. Kalertz asking for the cleared space. It's a knife over the top. Justine van der Meulen finds Kalertz, and that's the break back. So after a very curious series of events, the Netherlands picked themselves up. One of their sisters elsewhere seeking treatment. She'll be able to watch this one back, and hopefully not through gritted teeth. We might have skipped over that section. Someone else can quickly scrabble. About a couple of minutes in front. Paul doesn't quite make it. So I'll be coming in from the brick, 8 meters in front of that end zone line. Both of the other semi-finalist teams are keeping themselves well away from this game, just trying to warm up and focus. This venue, Resnikaita. Butoneta finds the captain. So much talent on this Lithuanian team. The defense starts to smother the options. Fleur Kalertz with the catch block. Now can the Dutch transition and find their options? Oh, what a snag! My goodness. It is Leininger maybe picking up the power of 2 women to make that catch happen. Insane. Oh my goodness! Well, I'll tell you what, nothing seems to impact. It is Leininger at all. She is a demon. First a lot looked nearly good, but this is good, sort of trying to bait the poachers off. Hurfnagel's now going to the attack, opening up that space to Lutalopna. Leininger has it easy to Kalertz, takes it. Oh, tries to think too much about the feet and ends up dropping it. Such a valuable opportunity to take that second break back, but slightly squandered. So, disc in Lithuanian hands once more. I'm sure they're not going to make the same error twice. The half is theirs for the taking. They can find the flow into the end zone. Big blade swing across the top. Resnikaita has options available, but happy to play conservative. 9 minutes and change left. The Dutch now just playing honest match, one-on-one in the end zone. Leininger, great defensive effort. Kalertz lurking on the break side. Lusalot Knapp getting a little bit of the ankle as she tries to make the bid, ends up falling a little bit. Not sure that was an intentional lay. There was a window there for a good overhead, but that one's going to be just about caught. Petra Vajta throws the goal after making a catch nobody expected. And Lithuania will maintain their break lead coming out into the second half. My goodness, what a game we have on our hands. Huge plays from both sides, monster catches. But as the players take a little bit of a break to compose themselves, we will as well. Welcome back to semi-finals in the European Ultimate Indoor Championship 2022 Women's Division, where we've been having a curious game of the Netherlands versus Lithuania. Lithuania yet to take a loss so far in this championship, sitting pretty, one break up. So we are back in action, and a huge play! Oh my good golly! Just about caught in our camera frame. That was huge. That honestly looked like a little bit like it was a replay for a minute. That looked so good. So, Holrab at the back. Van der Meulen sneaking away into that side space. The Lithuanians almost tempting that far side shot. Holrab then coming out, lining it now. Most teams have favoured to throw breaks with those high around flicks. Klurts looked hungry for a second. Oosterlock clap. Dishes. With an offhand backhand. We love the creativity. Van der Meulen now. Bassas trying to bait it. Love those fakes from Van der Meulen. Patience from Floor Klurts. Doesn't want to rush it, doesn't need to rush it. This would be doing what the Lithuanians did to them in the opening point of this game. What should in theory be the offensive hold becomes a defensive break. Nice grab from Floor Klurts. Is there anything that woman cannot catch? Nice one over the top. Lining it. Puts herself in the danger zone. Holrab. Nice one. Oh, and Floor Klurts! Eventually, after they move the disc back and away, the temptations were there to take shots, but the patience held strong. And we have a heckin' game on our hands, 9 apiece. So it is indeed a mirror image of the opener to this game. The Netherlands now needing to get themselves on top here. There's Nikita. Petrovaita, huge blade and a huge grab to match it. Barbora Kundalita. She's got plenty in the gas tank on that one. Well, sometimes you just get roofed. And on that one, Barbora Kundalita climbed an absolute ladder. I said it wasn't her best game at the beginning of this match, but she's fired up now. So Lithuania in front by 1. This to equalise for the Dutch. Played such a tight game against the Swedes yesterday where they were in front. Oh, and a great attack there. Tenkata slams her paws on the floor. In frustration, she had both hands around that disc, it looked like, from above, but just slips out. But that one's going to be nearly redeemed, bounces off the chin of Barbora Kundalita. Lots of support in the chat for the Dutch. Many of their fans, of course, back at home. Van der Meulen casually walking towards that high swing. Sparks. Paula Bosch thinking about it on the left-hand side, just Slowly walking out of the end zone. Tenkate in the backspace, perfectly available. Bolabas leads. But the hand just closes that millisecond too early. She could have had that. They could have had that. Correcting myself. Lovely lead pass upfield. Pass back. Reznikite is such an anchor for the Lithuanian offense alongside Šleimata. Šleimata loft in the backhand. Kolorit's being taken from a walk. Oh, that is a very low pass. Even if it was up, it escapes the hands of Šleimata. Bolabas trying to attempt that ambitious put around. Once again, the zony style of offense, defense even. Justin van der Meulen eats it up for breakfast, lunch and dinner. But that was great team offense from the Dutch. Patience, movement, biding the time. The idea enters the minds of Lithuania to call a timeout, but of course the last 5 minutes of these games you are denied that opportunity. There are no timeouts remaining, nowhere to hide, nowhere to run to, as we're going to see time expire between these 2 points. So it is going to be a game to 12. Is it going to be sudden death? Or is it going to be just one team putting 2 in on the bounce? We'll see. Personally, I'd love a sudden death just because I want to watch more Frisbee. Kundalita. Puchinaita. This is just patient work in the underneath. Kundalita, not much in the way of mark. Picks up Horab. Petraskaita dishes. This is lovely flowing offense, like a beautiful waterfall. Kundalita's going to be asked too much of though. She races towards that back corner. Just out of our view. Just thinking about her legs for a moment. Just making sure she's okay. Going to have a discussion with floor colours. It was an ambitious option to try and hit. Both players tussling for that space. But of course it's just good to have the chat, have the discussion. Two experienced and fantastically elite players getting a chance to just talk it through. And the resolution is no call. So the turnover will stand. Fair fight between those two elite athletes. And lining up will bring us in. So this for the advantage. It's like the pre-sudden death. Big poach off that fast swing. Lustalot nap. Not caught napping on the far side. Kolorit's coming underneath. Slowing down a little. Almost thought that give go wasn't going to be released and go a bit Ryan wonky. Woolrab also free and available. This is nice movement. Slows down now. Lustalot nap hanging out in that back corner. Just a bit of a stoppage. And Flor Koloritz is going to come off with the injury. Got that taped up right leg. We know that Kaunas has been recovering, coming back to play. She's a big loss not to have. But if the Dutch can just hold on to the disc and pop this break in, that would be something magnificent. Bassos very close to getting her hands there. Leininger is available. Nice bladey shot. Lithuanian zone. Wolrab just hanging out on that break side. Lustelok Knapp to Wolrab. Easy swings over the top, and it's Van der Meulen for the goal once more, and that is a big momentum swing. Lithuania have looked so good all tournament. They haven't lost a game, they've barely conceded points. Whereas the grind, the shift that the Dutch put in yesterday against the Swedes was huge. This format designed to avoid pool rematches in the championship bracket. We might yet see that one again. The goal difference plus 32 for Lithuania coming into this match. The Dutch not too far behind them, to be fair. Posted plus 20 coming into this game. Big blading over the top. Resnikaita assessing the options, takes the swing. Petrovaita now. Thinking about that scuba, flat backhand instead will do. Everyone clustering around the disc, spaced better now. Petrovaita across. Oh, but sneaking through, back on the pitch. Florka Lort, such a difference maker in this game. Still count starting to rise. Van der Meulen. Kalert with nobody near. Oh, and it's just a Kalert to Van der Meulen in the end zone. The Netherlands will be in the finals. After losing one of their teammates to a knee injury on a pivotal block, turns out, was it worth it? Well, that's only a question that Annick Leininger can answer, but I tell you what, that was such a great game right up until the last clinching moments. And just sneaking through and getting that final all-important block. The Dutch, Florka Lertz, and then the assist. But hats off to Lithuania. They had such a fantastic championship so far. They can go home with their heads held high this evening and come back tomorrow to give us a spicy bronze medal match. Will they be playing against Sweden or will they be playing against Great Britain? That is to be determined in the next match coming up in 10 minutes. We're going to close out for now, but we'll see you for that one very soon.
ULTI.TV.